doing, guys? It's 5:07 p.m. Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023. So the pre-market notes for today, we will favor buyers above 44.15 and ideally above 0611 area. But now there is a but here, right? We are going to take profit on the way up at any good hour, right? So for example, you take a long and there is a preferred sellers area above or aggressive sellers area, we take a profit, and on the way down, look for long as it is above at this area. Okay, for NQ 984, we will look for longs above that area, and if it is near R, we take profit. Basically blue lines, yellow line, pink lines, all these color lines are resistances. One good sell response will come, but I am not sure whether it is today or tomorrow or day after. So today sell response came, right? But it's still I'm not sure, because price was not able to go down after a certain point. So, but anyway, sell response did come, but whether it's a legit or fake, I don't know yet. So I will let you know tomorrow. Okay. Now that is the day when you want to see everything lined up for shorts, and that is the day we need to avoid longs, right? So today shorts happened, that sell came, but everything was not lined up, so I would assume it's a fake, for now. Technically for shorts, technically below 15,500 for NQ, and now here is the thing, even though I say favor buyers, right? But here also I'm adding one more clause here, that technically below 15,500 for NQ and ES below 44.85, 45.50, sellers are still going to be there, see, and they will be active. See, so today you see the example, right? Yesterday, day before, it was up, but today it came down, right? These sellers are active below, at any level. That's why I said good hour, take profit, So in a way, you do not have to be buyers only. See, here I am changing my statement also. We can continue to favor both longs and shorts if we want to, Dream number 99626, right? So now let's go here. So see, dream numbers are, I love it, some days or most of the days even. So 99626, right? Now at visible naked eyes you can see, hey, price just went through back and forth, but actually this level was at work. You just have to dig into it and then take a trade accordingly. See, I did couple of trades here, back and forth, both ways actually, and all of them were successful, so yes, right? So I said 44.15 above favor longs. That was my first statement, right? And then I also said at the bottom that you can do both, right? Now you understand why I took this long here. At 16, basically at 16 I took the long. In Discord I said that I take a long, right? And people were talking, that it may not go there, or because price spent time. I was only looking for 2 points, same time in NQ I also took the long right here at 996, same time 956, which is dream number, right? So the ES long was 15 or 16 and NQ was dream number. I was looking for 18 to 20 area in NQ as a target, 15,018 to 50,020. Same thing here, 18 was lined up with 1820, so I was only looking for 2 points here, and I was only looking for 20 points here, Now after I took this trade, so then I'll cover what happened in the morning. Okay, so while I'm here, so in Discord we were talking, so after I took this trade, right? Now see, remember, when you are day trader, right, as a day trader, 8 minutes, it's a long minute to hold your trade, especially when it is chopping around, right? Now if you look at this, and we were observing 15-second chart. Now imagine 15 times 8, 100 and what, 20 seconds or so, something, right? That many seconds and minutes, we have to hold the trade while price was doing this. So if you look at in 15-second chart, You will see a lot of back and forth. Same thing with ES, even though because my stop was tight and I was at 16, right? I was looking for 2 points and damn thing went to even at 12.50, right? And then doing back and forth, right? So it was tough to even hold it, right? But so I think two of the guys in this squad, I think they took it, but they were out, or some of them did not take it, right? They were watching. So, but anyway, at the end, it finally touched, So my 2 points locked, 20 points locked here, right? So because I know what I was doing, I was, and we were observing. See, this area we were observing. Most of the trade today in the morning were around this area. I'll give you the exact area. See, that's the beauty of day trading. You need to know where people are fighting. 18 to 20. This was the area. So, and we were playing this area pretty much. And ES 1820 basically. So which is 20 and 18. That was the area here. And we knew that since morning here. And then it was, you can see it literally 1820, 1820. So this area. Now this area did not come like when price hit here. We knew that right here to play this area right here. So, and then you can see it here literally, like anytime, see, comes back, right? And then you will see a bounce. If it goes through it, this area acts as a resistance, like this. Then when it goes through it, it acts as a support. But yeah, you can see this spoke, but you have to manage it, Then it went up, went down, again there is a bounce, right? See, the bounce were not small, at least 12 points bounce. Then down, right? Finally it goes through it, and you can see it here. There was another bounce. See that? Same area, another bounce. See? The back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Finally, same area, which is this. See here, it provided a short also, and that worked out. See, ultimately it's the story of the same area. Yeah, this area. See, shorts here. So you need to know, which area they are trapping each other, but you don't have to get trapped. You need to wait for the right moment, So, but anyway, so it was all story about this area today, and ES was this area, and you can see it actually. Hold on, so let me see. Right now, same area, right? Similar. So price this time took 16, not even come to 1820. But the point is, this area, this line and this line is very important. Remember, in this in pre-market notes, I highlighted 15 above buyers active, right? Favor longs. Below, you can favor shorts too, right? So at least, and then 06, 08 area, right? That's the ideal level. So you can see it actually literally here. 06 bounce, 15 bounce, right? And then slice through 15, 15 act as a resistance right here. You can see it. Into 06 bounce, back to 15, 18 down, 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 down. Went through it, acted as a resistance. That's your short right there. Went down, right? So, and went to our level. See, right there to the dot. So it's all levels game right now. They are ping ponging. Neither side is active actually. So you need to know all this thing during day trading. But we don't trade entire day. We stop trading at 11 o'clock, roughly. 10:30, 11 we are done. We don't mess around after that. Once we know the day price is not going anywhere, we don't mess around. When we see a chop, we don't mess around. So at now here is the deal. See, now I'm going to talk about this area, right? So this I talked about it, right, just now, and I was walking them in Discord, all this up and down movement, all the way till 11 o'clock. That's where I stopped trading. I said now we are done, okay, and then I took this trade later on while I was observing it. So now why the way price came down here, right? Why the price came down? That's the key, right? So when I shared the notes in the morning, right, I usually put this label, preferred seller, all these labels. So this was listed as a preferred sellers area, and remember in the pre-market notes I clearly said that color lines, pink lines, yellow lines, blue lines, right, those lines are resistance, take a profit. So if you're long from here, you take a profit here. These are resistances, so when you see this, price went through it, came down, and through again, and then came down. See, at this time in Discord, I said this. So I was about to take that trade, but I did not take that trade, by the way. But hold on, let me pull it out, so at least you know. Man, okay, so I'm going to expand it, so at least you will know, right? So here at 8:53 a.m., right, so people were talking, right, that Mr. BG was saying, moves are happening during Globex and chopping around in RTH. I said, yes, that phase comes every often. I would say every 2 months or 3 months. It comes 1 or 2 weeks in a row. We need to know all these things. Now, before open or at open, at 8:55, you want to see price revisiting 75 blue line, 37 cyan line, 06 dotted line. So 75, 37, 06 in NQ. Assuming it holds below 104, that was my idea to short there, so at around 8:55, right? So 75, it is right here, 8:55. See, price was at 104 right here, right, and it will come to this line, blue line, 76, 37, actually this was 37, sorry, okay, it got moved here, this was 37 line. So blue line 76, 37 and 06, see that right here. I said that 855, right, if it holds above below 104, and after that it did not go above 104, right, and that was expectation. That's why we didn't take any longs of the open, because it was moving going towards these lines. Okay, now you understand, right? This is very important. You need to know all these things, what price is doing, why it is doing, from where it is coming, and then you can avoid all these things, getting trapped, right? So otherwise, by looking at this and and reading the notes from pre-market, I said go long, right? Preferred buyers above 15, and then you would go long blindly here, right? Not knowing why. So now you know, because of this you can't go long here of the open, because it's a running move. You have to wait. So it touched this, it touched this, it touched this 06. This was a final level I gave, right? And then look what happened. Bounce, good bounce compared to this bounce, right? So that's how it is. So that's why I took this too long. And then now you understand why price came down, right? And it's a preferred sellers area, resistance, preferred sellers area. Look, both of them touched at 810, both of them, right? And then they are coming down. So now I know preferred sellers area. Then even before open, it went through the aggressive sellers area also. See, here it went through it, but then came back down. So now I know this area can act as a resistance, this area can act as a resistance, So it doesn't make sense to go long right of the open at here, you know, because I know this area will immediately act as a resistance. So all I know at that point is 28 is important because it has a history from August 17th. So either those buyers are going to hold it and then price will skyrocket high, then I'm okay to go long above. But if this buyers doesn't hold it and then seller steps in, then this area can act as a resistance again today. This is exactly what happened. People bought it at 28 and then it sliced through it, you know. So once it sliced through it, right, and NQ was going down, now I know a 28 can act as a resistance, right? So I cannot go long in the middle. 21 was Friday's high. I cannot go long there because visibility is limited. However, at 15, if I go long, right, at least if price choose to go back here, because this was a key area, see here, resistance, resistance, support, support, then broke it. If it comes back here, at least there is a possibility it will come back here, right? The way it sliced through 21, yesterday's high, this area doesn't serve any purpose at that point in time, right? So when price slice through it and come down here at 15, right, if I go long, price can go to 28, right? It's high possibility target, you know, but anyway I was not looking for 28, I was only looking for 18 because of NQ, you know, because I know NQ 1820 is the resistance, you know, now at that point in time. So you need to know all this thing, you know, but then it went, after chopping around, it went higher, right? At this point this 21 acted as a resistance, right? Price didn't even allow price to go higher, right? By that time, if you look at this, momentum was favoring to the downside, AD was favoring to the downside, so sellers were in control, supported by these internals, you know. So now this VWAP acted as a resistance coupled with yesterday's high makes sense, you know, but that doesn't mean you have to short there. But after confirmation you can short. So for example, see here it went higher, right? I took the profit, then it went up, correct? It came down, it went up, it couldn't go higher, correct? Then it broke down below this same area, 18. Now you can short if you want to, like here, because now you have a confirmation that 21 acted as a resistance, VWAP intraday mid was here, the 24-hour mid was here, confluence area, price reacted, went through this 1820 area again after breaking out. Now you can short. At the same time you can look at NQ also, there was a short below 1820, same area, you know, or even 30 was a short actually, right here. I said watch third, see there was a special discussion we had it here, right here, you know. So I said don't go long here. Somebody asked can I go long, you know, I said don't go long, but wait for a price to fall into this area, and then if it slices through it to the downside, that's where the short will come. Basically I was thinking these buyers are not active, even though I took the long, but I said they are not active, it could be a trap. So that's why I willed out early, right? Then price went higher. See at this point, if you're looking live and if you don't know what is going on, right, see at this point you would assume it will break out right here, see, because of the way it went down right here. See, after breaking this low it went down, right? Then it couldn't, it resisted here, see at this line 1820, but then pushed back and then sliced through it and went up at this point, you know. Now if you look at internals at that time, 1016, let's see if they were supporting the idea. See here it started to go higher and this was right here, see momentum was picking up also, see. So while, and then AD was on 5-minute time frame also going higher here, see that, and AD was here in NQ, AD was at 0 line, correct? So and then price was coming, what time it was, 1016, right? So it didn't even go to fill the gap, right? So people, and then already there are two tests here and then price bounce. So at this point, most of the day traders will think it's going to go higher and there will be breakout. But in this code I said, you know what, don't do anything, just wait, it may come down, this could be a trap, so, and you can see it, then it came down, right, and then again people bought it here, again bought it, right. So now they are holding this mid and VWAP as a support, and you can see it. After that, what happened? The moment this bar happened, right, I'm ready to short right there, because now it's a trap. If it is a trap, it will go through this, see, it went through this, correct. Now why the hell price bounced from the 969 or 970? Because that was the level I said it will go, 970. That was yesterday's dream number, I think so, so an ES could be in a support 1036, there you go, see, 06. See, there are two reasons. So since it was yesterday's dream number already traded, I did not put a line here, right. But when ES goes to support, there is definitely, NQ as a memory, it will come back up, come back alive. So you take a profit here for your shorts. You can go long also here if you want to, but it's a risky business though. You have to wait. So when the way it works is you have to wait. You can't go long here. Sorry, it's a exit here, right? Because NQ was in the middle of nowhere, correct? And ES was into support. So you take a profit for this long, and if you're short from here, you take a profit, but you cannot go long, Now, because structurally, now you can see there is a step down, right? AD was down also. So you can't go long here unless price shows you something, like if it comes down again here, walking around, something. But see, ES tried to come down, but NQ did not come down here, right? So there is no long here. But instead, you can look for shorts here if you want to, because now momentum is still down, AD is still down, and price, this is a gap fill players, right? So they bought it, but this was a poor, I said, gap fill buy, and ultimately you can see price slice through it, right? So you look for shorts actually, not longs. When you see this, right, price again went to 18, right, and then again couldn't go down, couldn't go up, then it came down, went up, and it's like struggling at 16. That's where you can short, at 1140 you can see it, 1140, 1820 area, see, that was your short. Now let's say this is a garbage, I don't want to trade here, it's fine, you can wait. When this bar happen, right, at 1154, say, which is right around here. So if you're looking at 5-minute time frame, right, you can see it here. Here up, 15 acted as a resistance, multiple attempts, failed, price came down, slight pushback up, slice through it, and it closed below this, right? Now it's do or die. Now most likely the next level is Globex low, which is I don't have a line there. Why? Because this 2 doesn't matter, this matters. That's why there is a level here, there is no level here. See my point? There is a level here, there is no level here. See, typically, see, that's the beauty of the drawing the levels, right? You need to know what is going on. It's not like simply connecting the lows and highs. Some days you will see that, but that is not because of that low and high. So a typical day trader, right, will draw a level here like this. That's his support, right? Now that is his support. So when price comes there, he buys it here, price goes up but fail, again down, he buys it, now slice through it. Now what? He wouldn't buy it here, right? So even though he buys it, slice through it, correct? Because that's not a support actually. So, and he would be afraid to short it here. Well, we can short it here, right into this support, because now we are reading the price, and this is not our level. Our level is here, and you can see it finally touch there. See, so that's how it is, and this is the actual level. See, this is not actual level, otherwise you will see a short here. right? If it is failed to hold, you will see a turning into resistance. But look, this is not a resistance. This level actually acted as a support clearly. This level, which is got broke down, it acted as a resistance and price went down. Then it came to this actual support, reacted as a support, then again went to this resistance, again came down and support. See, so these are the valid levels. These are not the valid levels. It's not the way to draw the levels. Now, in order to draw the levels, right? So in this code we were discussing about 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 60 minute, 240 minute chart, So because nowadays in August and September, day trading will be very hard. Like this, you have no clue what's going on, So you need to keep an eye on all the time frames. See, levels comes from watching all the lines, all the time frames, So they are not random, and you can see it. Each and every level respects. Here, even here also, right? So when I draw the line, when I draw the levels, right? Today, 36 was a high, 33 was a high, 31 actually was a high. I could have done Globex this level as a high, preferred sellers, but I choose to do this level as a preferred sellers. See my point? And at the end, after I put the notes, price went there and got rejection. And then I put this level, instead of 31, I put 34 to 36, and you can see that level respected here. Then went down, acted resistance, then went down. See that? NQ, but NQ you have a luxury. See, ES will do that, respect, but NQ, you have to give some room, so it will go above, below, some levels, but then at the end it will start the move from there, from the actual level, and that be all for today. So far we have been surviving, we are avoiding trap, we are only taking the right trade, but it requires a lot of effort in the morning to read. Even for myself, I have to read it, and then tell them. But anyway, so far so good. Now we'll see how it goes tomorrow. That'll be all for today.